good morning. Welcome. This is Your Yoga Life, the YouTube channel for people who are yoga curious or yoga casual, or even if you're an experienced yoga practitioner who wants to try some different styles and maybe bring some emphasis into your yoga in a new way. My name is Viviane Wolfe, and today we're going to do a chair focus class in balancing kapha. So in Ayurveda, kapha is the dosha or the constitution that rules over spring. Since we're moving into our springtime, or spring is full blown wherever you are, in full bloom. I thought this might be a good sequence to help you just kind of shake off the stagnation of winter, to keep yourself from being mired down, to help you feel lighter and give you some calm energy. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get started. Come on to your chair. So for me, I have a little folding chair that I use here. But you can use any chair that you have as long as it doesn't have rollers and doesn't swivel. Or even if it does, just make sure that it's not a wild chair. You know what I'm talking about. Coming onto your chair, make sure that your feet can come onto the floor completely. So the four corners of your feet are touching the floor. The ankles are underneath the knees. The knees are in line with the hips. The hips are aligned under the shoulders. Soften the gaze or close the eyes. Take a nice, long, deep breath in. Full breath out. Good. Let's do that one more time. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Continue breathing this way if it feels nice, as you start to bring your awareness down into the body. Feeling sensations in the body, sensation on the surface of the body, temperature, tension, tingling, vibration. Sensations on the inside of the body. Bring your awareness into your breath and just notice where in your body you feel your breath. Notice how the body responds, expanding and releasing again and again. Good, and keeping this soft awareness of sensation, inhale, take the hands up high overhead. And as you exhale, bring the hands together over the heart. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, sweep the hands up, reach high. And as you exhale, bring the hands together over the heart. Inhale, take the hands up through center, reach high. And as you exhale, bend the elbows, bring them down, bring the hands onto the tops of the shoulders if that feels okay. Here we're going to take a nice long deep breath in, and as you exhale, turn your heart to the right. Inhale, come back. Maybe you turn to the left. Exhale over to the right and inhale back. Keep going like this. Maybe you speed up your breath a little bit. Breathing through the nose. And if you're familiar with this pranayama, you can go even a little faster. We'll go for a few more rounds. And then with an inhale, come back to center, stretch those arms out wide. Exhale, bring the hands down onto the lap. Take a moment here. Just notice sensations in the body. Notice your breath. Good, and then we'll do this again. So inhale, take the hands up through center, reach for the sky. Exhale, bring the hands onto the shoulders, the elbows are wide. And this time as we exhale, we turn the heart to the left. Inhale, return. Exhale to the left. Inhale, return. Take it a little forceful if it feels comfortable for you. A little twisting in the spine here as we go. Just a few more rounds. And slow it down. Come back to center. Inhale, take the arms out wide. Exhale, bring the hands down into the lap, soften the gaze or close the eyes, just notice. Notice sensation. Notice your breath. Good. And with an inhale, let's take the hands up high overhead. And as you exhale, tip over to the right. Stretch that left arm up. So rather than focusing on bending over to the right, see if you can focus on lifting that left arm up, keeping that left hip planted. 2 more breaths here. And as you inhale, bring both hands back up. Exhale, tipping over to the left this time. Left hand comes down. Right arm is reaching up towards the sky. So once again, just see if you can anchor that right hip down as you reach up and over with that right hand. Good. Inhale, bring both hands back up. Exhale, bring the hands down onto the knees. Come to the edge of the chair if you haven't already. Feet are still planted. With your next inhale, shine the heart forward. Lift the gaze, lift the chin, let the shoulders fall back. And as you exhale, round the back. Bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, lifting the heart forward, lifting the gaze. Exhale, rounding the back, bringing the chin to the chest. Cat and cow, let's do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Let the hands come to the sides, the palms face forward. And with your next inhale, sweep the hands up overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Bring the chest over the legs. Bring the hands down. Maybe they touch your feet or your ankles. Let the head be heavy. Inhale, bring the hands to the front of the knees. Lengthen through the spine like a tabletop. Back of the neck is long. Exhale, fold over again. Inhale, sweep those hands up. Rise up. Upright seated position. As you exhale, bring the hands back down to the sides, our seated mountain pose. We'll repeat that. Inhale, bring the hands up, reaching for the sky. Exhale, fold over your legs. Let the head be heavy. Inhale, come halfway up. Allow your hands to help bring those shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, bring those hands up high overhead, and exhale, bring the hands to the sides, mountain pose. We'll do 1 more. Inhale, rise up, reach for the sky. Exhale, fold forward, let the head be heavy. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, sweep those hands up, reach for the sky, and as you exhale, bring the hands back down to the sides into your mountain pose. Again, just take a moment here. If it feels okay, soften the gaze or close the eyes and just notice the sensations occurring in your body. Notice your breath. Good. From here, We're gonna turn our hips to the right. Take that right foot to the side of the chair, planting that foot. All four corners of both feet, all four corners of your right foot is on the mat. The ankle is underneath the knee here. And then we're gonna take this left leg behind us, stretch it out long, the heel is lifted. So we're coming into a lunge pose, but we're using the chair to help support the right hip and the right glute. The left leg is free and reaching backwards. Facing the right side of the mat, of the chair, let's take the arms up overhead if that feels okay. Always have the option to hold onto the back of your chair or to put your hands on your knee here if that feels more comfortable for you. Crescent pose. Take a few breaths here, just feeling crescent. Even if you don't necessarily feel like you need a chair for this pose, this is a really great way to get into different aspects of this pose here. So instead of worrying about being upright and finding your balance, you can work more into the core, can work more into the shoulders, into reaching those arms up, to feeling steady and secure here. 2 more breaths. Good, and as you exhale, bring the hands together over the heart. Take a nice long deep breath in. Exhale, turn the heart to the right. So now we're coming into a twist. And you have the option to stay here with your hands at your heart here, or you can take that left arm forward, right arm back. Always have the option to hold onto the chair if that helps you out here to go a little bit deeper. We'll stay here for 2 breaths. Big inhale, big exhale. Big inhale, big exhale. Good. Inhale, we come all the way back to our crescent. Exhale, bring the hands down to the waist. Turn the hips 45 degrees. Rotate that left foot, that left leg at the hip and bring that right heel down. That left heel down. So now we're coming to a very wide warrior 2. So the hips are at a diagonal. We'll take right arm forward, left arm back. Again, you have the option to keep your hands at your waist, but have the see if you can get the shoulders to point, one towards the right and one towards the left, looking over your right shoulder. We'll take a couple of breaths here. Once again, feeling the power of this pose here. You can even kind of test yourself by pressing into your feet to take some of the weight off of the chair and just see how interesting that is to come into this pose here. Good, and then let's turn our right palm up. Inhale, come up, lift that right arm up. The left hand comes to the front. Let's just do the front of your left leg here. Reaching up here, you always have the option to put the hand on your waist if that feels more comfortable, or on your hip. But once again, like we did earlier in this sequence, think more about reaching up, anchoring down, feeling grounded here, but also reaching up towards the sky, opening up the side of the body here. 2 more breaths. Good, and then gently coming back to warrior 2. Bringing the hands to the waist, slowly lowering, releasing that left leg, bringing it closer to center, plant that foot. Turn the hips back to center here. Take a moment with both feet planted in front of the hips, hands resting on the knees. Just observe sensations in the body. Observe your breath. Good, let's do the other side. So now we turn our hips to the left, plant that left foot so that it's facing to the left, and then shift to the edge of the chair so you can take that right foot behind you, planting the toes, lifting the heels, coming into a lunge here. Hands at the waist. You can put a hand on the back of your chair. You can take arms up overhead, totally up to you. Crescent pose. Breathing here. Feel your crescent. Feeling that anchoring down, that support below you. Feeling how the body reaches up. Sending energy all the way up into your fingers. 2 more breaths. Good, and as you exhale, bring the hands together over the heart. Take a nice long deep breath in. And as you exhale, turn the heart to the left. And again, you are welcome to stay here. Maybe you hold on to the sides, the back of the chair to help you come into this twist. Maybe you take right arm forward, left arm back, reaching here. Woo. Maybe you turn to look back over your left shoulder. One more big breath. And then with an inhale, come all the way back to crescent. Reach those hands up high. And as you exhale, gently turn 45 degrees to the front. Bring that right heel down. Turn that leg at the hip. Hips are facing diagonally. Still planting that left foot. Take left arm forward, right arm back if that feels okay. Warrior two. Couple of breaths here to find this pose. And once again, just feel the four corners of both feet pressing into the earth. Maybe you engage those leg muscles to press down, making this a little more intense of a pose. 2 more breaths. Good, and then let's turn that left palm up, inhale up and back into reverse warrior. Once again, you can just place that right hand to the front of your right leg, or you can place your hand on your hip, whatever feels most comfortable. Just mindful of that knee, don't press into that knee. And again, the emphasis here is to reach. So we're just letting the hips anchor down into the chair as we really open up the side of the body, breathe into that open space. 2 more breaths. Big inhale, and as you exhale, gently make your way back into warrior two. Then bring the hands down to the waist, gently release that back leg, bring it forward, turn the hips, and align your feet with your hips here. Come to the edge of the chair. Hands rest on the knees, soften the gaze or close the eyes. Just take a moment to notice. Good. From here, we're going to rise up. So go ahead and stand on up. We're going to come to the back of the chair. So for me, I'm going to have to move this. And first, we're going to go ahead and put the hands on the back of the chair, walk the feet back, lengthening through the spine, let the heart melt down. Once again, biceps by the ears, coming into downward facing dog. So keep the knees a little soft if you need to. Really feel how the spine elongates here. And maybe it feels good to shift the hips side to side like you're wagging your little tail. Maybe it feels good to peel one heel up, bending that knee, and then switching, walking out your dog here. We'll just take 2 more breaths here in our downward dog. Good, and then just walk up to behind the chair, excuse me. Bringing the hands onto the chair, find your upright mountain pose here. Shift the weight into the left foot. Take a nice long deep breath in. As you exhale, take that right foot behind you. Start to hinge at the hips and take the heart forward, using the chair to help support you. And then as you inhale, come back to mountain. Exhale, take the heart forward, lift that right heel. Inhale, come back. This is warrior 3. Let's do 2 more. Exhale, hinging, lifting that heel just as high as it feels comfortable. Inhale, back to mountain. Last one. Exhale. And inhale. Good. If you need to, shake it out a little bit. Shake your feet out. Shake your legs out. Shake your hips out. Shake your shoulders out. Whatever you feel like you need. And then bring the hands back onto the chair. Come into your mountain pose. Find a drishti, a place to rest your eyes. Shift the weight into the right foot. Take a nice long deep breath in. And with your exhale, take that left foot behind you as you take the heart forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, come back. Exhale, hinging into warrior 3. Inhale back. We'll do 2 more. Exhale out. Inhale back to mountain. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale back. Good. Take a moment here. Again, if you need to, shake it out. Shake out your feet. Shake out your hips. And then if it feels okay, just come into mountain pose. Hands on the chair or hands at the sides, palms forward. Soften the gaze, close the eyes. Just notice sensation, vibration. Notice your breath. Good, and then let's go ahead and come back into a seated position. Just like this. Come into the edge of the chair here. So we're going to come into seated pigeon pose. So there's lots of options here. I'm going to give you just a few of them, but if there's one that I don't mention that you enjoy better, then feel free to do that expression instead. So first and foremost, maybe we're going to take the left foot and just cross it over the right ankle. Let that knee turn out. And maybe that's enough sensation in the hip. Maybe you choose to put your left foot on a block that's on the back, on the outside of your right foot. Maybe you bring that left foot to rest on top of the right knee. These are all good choices here. So choose your adventure and just let gravity do the work here. We'll take a few breaths, just releasing here. Maybe it feels nice to hinge at the hips and take the heart a little further forward. Good. Coming back up now, we're going to take that left foot over to the right. So we're going to stack our right leg over, we're going to stack our left leg over our right leg, if that's comfortable for you. Again, if you're taking this a little bit lower, then see if you can bring it in a little bit. Bring the feet a little closer to the chair. Here, we're going to squeeze the legs together, coming into kind of an eagle legs here. So if you have the flexibility, the mobility to bring your left foot behind your right calf, then go ahead and do that. I do not have that, so I'm not going to demonstrate it. But let's take a nice deep breath in, take those arms out into a big T, and as you exhale, cross them in front of you, left arm on the bottom, and wrap your arms around you, creeping your fingers back over your shoulder blades. Tilt your chin down, chin to chest. Just take a few breaths here, squeezing those legs, squeezing those arms just a little bit. Good, and with an inhale, bring those arms up overhead like you're pulling your shirt up over your head. And as you exhale, let the arms float down. Use your hands to help unravel your legs. Bring the feet in line with each other. Hold on to the back of the chair or the chair seat and do a little windshield wiper, left and right. And then we'll do the other side. So we're going to do pigeon on the other side. That means crossing right foot over left foot, ankle, or you can put it up on a block, or you can put that right foot on top of the left knee. Once again, being very mindful, you don't have to push down, just let gravity do the work here. Maybe you hinge the heart forward over your left knee. Take just a few breaths here. Excuse me. Woo. Welcome to live stream. Good. Gently rise back up, taking that right knee over the left knee, or just bringing those feet closer together so you can squeeze your legs together. That's really the idea, is that we want to work on bringing those legs closer together here. And then take the arms out wide, or reach out wide, and as you exhale, bring the arms in front of you. This time the right arm is underneath the left arm. Creep those hands back behind onto your shoulder blades. Tuck chin to chest, lengthening through the spine. So anchor down the hips. The shoulders are rising, relaxing at the same time. The spine is elongated. And with an inhale, bring those arms up, reach for the sky. Exhale, let them float down, and then use your hands to gently unravel your legs. Bring both feet onto the floor, onto the mat. Take the hands behind you, and maybe you windshield wiper the knees a little left and right. Good. From here, you can settle back into your chair if that feels nice. We're just going to take a few rounds of finger breathing before we close this session on out. So bring the feet underneath the knees. Lean back into your chair if that feels okay. And using the index finger of your left hand, we're going to start to trace an outline of our right hand. So we start at the base of the palm on the outside edge, the pinky edge of your hand. And with your inhale, you gently draw that left finger up to the tip of your right pinky. Exhale, trail that left finger down into the webbing between pinky and ring finger. Inhale, the finger goes up. Exhale, down. We're just trailing across these fingers. Inhale, over the middle finger. Exhale, down. Inhale, up the index finger. Exhale, down. Inhale over the thumb, and exhale to the base all the way back to starting. And then let's do the other side. So inhale, the right finger trails up the outside of the left hand to the top of the pinky. Exhale, down. Inhale to the top of the ring finger. Exhale, down. Inhale up to the middle finger. Exhale, down. Inhale to the top of the pointer finger. Exhale, down. Inhale to the top of the thumb. Exhale, down and around. Let's do one more round on our own, just with your breath. One on each side. If it feels okay, close the eyes. Just feel your way. And after you've completed that round, right side, left side, let the hands rest on the legs. Take just a few breaths here with the eyes soft or closed, allowing the body to settle down, releasing any remaining tension. Allowing the breath to become a little deeper, a little fuller. Allowing the mind to become just a little more quiet. We gently come back, take a nice long deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Tapping fingers and toes. Maybe rotating the wrists, lifting the heels. Coming forward, bringing yourself to the edge of the chair. Once again, take a nice long deep breath in. Reach those hands up. Exhale, bring your hands together over your heart. Good. And with our hands here, let's take one last deep breath in together. And just let it go. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me today. From my heart to yours. Peace. Thank you so much for watching this video, for being a part of this class, this session today. I really do appreciate that you took this time for yourself and that you chose to do some yoga to honor your body and your mind and your heart, right? So this is the part where I ask you for your help. This is YouTube. You know how YouTube goes. So I want to get the word out that yoga classes like this exist, and you can help me by following me here, subscribing to my channel. That'll give you a notification whenever I go live when you do so. Like this video, it helps bring it to the top of the search engines, you know, the algorithm, all of that blah, blah, blah that we already know about. But most importantly, share this class out. Share this video out. There's a little share button right underneath. And maybe send this to somebody you know might enjoy a session like this. Maybe they have a lunch break and they're always feeling like they're stiff, or they need to be focused for the afternoon. Maybe you have like a group on Facebook that talks about online entrepreneurship or something like that, or you know, how to do fitness that is available to all bodies, right? I appreciate you. I love you so much. Thank you so much. And I'll be back next week. So until then, take really good care of yourself, okay? All right. Bye.